Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie, welcome to another video, and I hate straight people. That's a clip that could forever be used out of context, but I thought I might as well make this video because didn't think I'd be back in this corner this quickly. However, I have been given no choice. Well, I have been given a choice. I could have just not replied to it, but I thought it wasn't that big of a deal. I thought it wasn't that big of a deal, the last video. I thought, you know what? Yeah, I mean, you know, some people may care, but I literally made it on a last minute thing like, oh, let's talk about the idea of straight pride and how stupid it is. But basically, it was a big deal, apparently, because so many straight people commented, like,
well, who said you were the king of the prides? How come you're deciding whether we can have a pride or not? No one asked you, you little tranny.
And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. I am not the king of the prides. I don't decide or dictate who has prides and when, but I thought it would just be a sort of, you know, it would be a thing, it would just be a, oh yes, that's true, everyone would agree with me, but apparently I totally misjudged the situation, and I just thought in this video, maybe we can just read the comments, because apparently I am heterophobic. I think just to start off this video, because I know people have very short span of, like, attention span and people click away very quickly, I just want to show you something that one of my lovely watchers, Nate, sent to me on DMs on Instagram. It's this Instagram post, and I will literally put it up here, and it literally says, like, back then everyone's saying like, oh, you're not welcome here, and then so we were like, we'll make our own place, we'll make a pride, we'll make a place where we can feel comfortable, and then when we made our own place, they're like, oh, why are you excluding us from that place? I'm like, you put us here, we made this place so that we could have a safe space, and now you want to be part of it, even though you were originally the... Cool. And I think people didn't quite get the gist of what I was saying in this video, what I was trying to say in this video, because I don't give a shit, okay? Obviously I give enough of a shit to make a video, but have your straight pride. I am not the pride parade fucking king or the ruler of the parades. Like, you don't have to come to me to have parades. You do what you want anyway, in a public space, you fucking do what you want, whatever. But I still think it's stupid, the idea, because there's a reason you make a parade, and I can't be asked to explain it. I just want to go into the comments, have a look at the comments that you guys said. But that photo that I showed, it sort of perfectly encapsulates what I think about this. I can't be asked to edit in the stuff, so I'm literally just going to have a look at some of the comments on this screen. You may not be able to view it though, so I guess I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm literally just going to scroll down through the comments. So if we click on the video, do we need a straight pride parade? Oh, hello advertisement. Let's have a scroll down through these comments. This person here says, I am straight and partly agree on your point. Straight pride is not necessary, and I think it's a huge trolling campaign. But I think they want to, if they want to march and are peaceful, let them. Honestly, who cares? The only difference between the honestly who cares part is a lot of the people, like, I wasn't specifically speaking about any pride, it was just sort of the idea of straight pride. However, it seems that when people actually do go to straight pride, it becomes a bit of a, if you go to straight pride, a lot of the people who were planning on going to the Boston straight pride were people who actually weren't a fan of gayness, I guess, and this is shown in another comment that because I know people will say, no, that's not what straight pride is about. Straight pride isn't about, like, people who go there, they won't be against LGBT people, they'll just be trying to, you know, be proud of their own sexuality. Fair enough, you can be proud or whatever of being straight, but I guess this next comment kind of shows what I mean about some of the people who are going to that are going because they don't support gay people and they want to support straightness. This person says, need is not the only reason to have a parade. Nobody asked you if we could have it. Nobody gave you veto power over it. It's not a safe space, it's a parade in a public place. That's fair enough. Not everyone thinks like you. Allow other people other than yourself to exist. Okay, fair enough. I can understand how people are thinking, okay, you're trying to you, silly little queer on the internet, are trying to sort of put your power where it doesn't belong and try and tell straight people not to have a parade. That's not what I'm saying, but we'll get to the end part. It says, allow people other than yourself to exist. Not everyone is gay. Not everyone wants to be gay. Not everybody supports gayhood. And it's that last part that really, I was really like, okay, that's sort of the reason why some people do actually want to go to this straight pride. And I don't want to make this the reason about this isn't my main sort of criticism about the whole straight pride thing, but there are a lot of people who are going to straight pride because they say, not everyone supports gayhood, we should be able to have a pride for people who don't support gayhood and for people who are not gay. Fair enough idea, but the last part that says not everyone supports gayhood, that's true, but I don't think we need a parade for that because they've been parading around since the dawn of time. It says straight pride is basically intended as a joke, real life trolling. I think that people involved in this know we don't need a straight pride, but they don't think they are discriminated against. It's just supposed to be fun. However, look at my actual comment section, I would have to disagree because there are actual comments of people not really trolling, and I know people in real life who I'm not really friends with anymore, who have actually generally been like, I think we deserve a straight pride. If you're all for equality, then we should have a straight pride. But when people say, if you're all for equality, we should have a straight pride, that, I think when we finally get equality around the world for LGBT people, then you can have your straight pride. But you've got to give us that before you can. I think someone sent me this perfect little also, if you like this setup with the screen in the background and me reacting to stuff like this, let me know, or if you think it's like an awkward way, then also let me know. The post on the phone here that I showed you earlier, the section that actually speaks about like the description section, it says before anyone says this is not attacking all straight people, this is not heterophobia, this is just plain and simple what so many of us in this community have experienced. Not even just our community, people of colour communities, disabled communities, and pretty much all minorities. Please just be considerate when someone has something you don't. They probably don't have other things that you do. That last part I find really important. Just be considerate when someone has something that you don't. Pride. They probably don't have other things that you do. Equality. So when we have full worldwide equality, which probably won't ever happen, but one can hope, then you can have your pride. But me saying then you can have your pride is not me giving you some weird permission, because you already have permission. I have no grasp on you having straight pride or anyone having straight pride, and apparently the comment section and a bunch of people now think I'm heterophobic, so I guess we'll just get back to the comments to see what they think of me being heterophobic. Someone at the bottom there is just like, heterophobic alert. So this one just says, wow, I can't tell if this YouTuber is a man or a woman. Either way, the one thing I can clearly see is that he is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen. And I see this sentiment a lot on YouTube. People basically just insulting me as a sort of backup for why my point is stupid. And I think you calling me ugly, or saying that I'm a libtard, or saying that I'm not either a man or a woman, or that I'm mentally ill, doesn't really counteract the fact that your IQ is probably about 5. And I give you the 5 in the IQ. I know some people say, why don't you give them 0? No, the 5 in the IQ is the fact that you managed to write that comment, and that at least takes some technological skills to, open the YouTube app and then actually type the words, unless you have speech to text, because speech to text you could probably know how to speak and then speak it into the phone, but that would also take some technological skill to open up and download the speech to text app, and so that's why I give you a 5 IQ. But yeah, it doesn't really help you with your point, you just insulting me, because I think I've heard worse on the internet. I've heard worse from people in my own life. I don't really give a shit about random people calling me ugly on the internet, because I'll decide what I think is ugly, thank you. This one here says, well, I assume you were attacked and now you're stuck in the headspace of straight people will hurt you. I'm sorry, and should you like, I would be happy to give you some martial arts lessons so that you can protect yourself. People often say about a lot of people in the LGBT community is, oh, did a straight person hurt you to have any sort of anger towards straight people? Like, I don't really give a shit. Everyone can be stupid, right? No matter if you're straight, gay, any sort of LGBT, whatever, or anything, any difference in you and your sort of physical traits and your sexuality and your gender and this and that, it doesn't matter. Everyone can be a dick and everyone can be stupid. I think that there are a lot of people at the moment on this video who are straight people commenting and they're being stupid. But that's my opinion, that's me being blunt. People will probably leave the channel from me being blunt, but I think some people on this comment section probably need someone to daddy up on them, you know what I mean? Someone to like tell them that they're being stupid and like ground them or something, because yeah. This isn't a bad comment at all, but someone says, I think that straight pride is more of a reactionary thing, trying to get the LGBT community to get mad or look silly because they call for inclusivity. Personally, I think if all of us just ignored them, they'd get bored very quickly, as they're just looking for attention and to get a reaction out of us. I'm very sorry that I'm quite literally not listening to your comment by making this video, but it is true, to be fair. I think no matter what video I make, when I make this video, I'm titling it I am heterophobic or something, I don't know. And I think no matter what, people who watch it, who have this mindset, aren't going to listen to anything. They're going to comment nonetheless. They're going to comment being like, oh, well, if you have your pride and you want equality, we should have a pride. I'm like, well, there isn't equality, so, you know, if you give us something, then we'll give you something. We're sorry if our gayhood is bothering you, so much so that you feel out of not included and you need a pride yourself. I'm really sorry. One of the things, speaking about inclusivity actually, is I think that because this is one of the negative things where it's gone the other end, being sort of trans and being LGBT has sort of become trendy nowadays, which is why I think a lot of like the straight communities and stuff and people who aren't LGBT kind of want to be part of that or have at least something to do with that because they just feel left out, which is understandable, but also we have Pride for a reason. Pride started as a riot, and what do you have to riot against? So we can go on to a few comments here that actually are saying, like, you know, comments of people who agreed with me. A simple one here says, no, because straight people are not as oppressed or need a safe space to find others who are like them. Totally agree. I want to see what comment I put there. And this person commented in response, saying, disagreeing with this person, saying, I'm gay and I'm surprised. Not really though, since homosexuals are known to be catty and mean people. At the anger the LGBT community has over this pride, even if straight people are not as oppressed as we are, let them have their pride, for fuck's sake. So much hate only proves their point. I basically totally agree with that, and it's stupid that I'm making this video. I should just let it rest and just leave it. However, I wanted to make this video just because I've been in my own head about it, and all the comments I'm getting of people saying different things like you're heterophobic, I'm like, no, have your pride, but when you have it, I feel like I don't think it should be a separate pride. Basically, the point of this video is I want to say I don't think it should be a separate pride. I think that straight people who are allies of the idea of pride should just come to Pride. It's Pride Month. It's, well, it is called LGBT Pride Month, and there's another comment just here that said, you can see here, LGBTQS community is for inclusivity. So basically what they do is they add an S on the end of LGBTQ for straight. That's just everyone in that case. What's the point then? What is the point of having a community of people that are struggling together? You find other people like you who are struggling, and that's the point. Otherwise, LGBTQS community is just the human race. So Pride is just for everyone and for allies of LGBTQ people, but apparently they want their own now, so cool. Fucking hell, that's a long comment. Jesus Christ. I don't have enough time in my life. Basically saying, when are we the dictators? Make straight people feel welcome. Let them have their own pride. I didn't realise this was going to be such a big thing, and this video is so long. Honestly, you could have cut off when I showed you the thing about... Okay, I obviously care enough, but I've ranted in this video and I no longer care. The caring has flown out of me into the camera now, and I've sort of gotten to the point where I don't care. I probably won't make another video about this, but I just wanted to... People think I'm heterophobic, which is fucking hilarious. I'm actually done. I'm actually so done at the end of this video. Oh gosh, I saw this comment, I was like, I'm done. I'm proud to be straight. I always will be, and I'll be attending the Straight Pride Parade. And I used to be an ally with the gays, but after their selfishness, I kind of hate them. So, ending on that comment, I think that is just what's happening. There's a lot of divide in a lot of communities, between a lot of communities at the moment. From people who've sort of treated them wrong in the past, they still have that residual hate. But some people find it hard, and I think that's why there's been such a back and forth and reaction with this whole sort of straight pride thing, because we were like, oh, we had something, you know, we had something that was ours and that helped us, you know, it was something that was the only thing out of the bad stuff that happens was the positive stuff, which was pride. And then wanting to share, it's like if you have a sibling, people get jealous, and that's basically what I'm saying. I'm saying our community's jealous, but I think if they have their pride, it'll just be, they can have it, but as long as it doesn't get to a point where I think it could be dangerous, if it gets to a point where people are going there because they don't support gayhood, which is what I've seen quite a few comments saying. They're going there because they don't support the gay community. And I'm like, okay. I think that if straight people should support your rights, you should support their rights for a straight parade, even if it meant... Well, I can't stop anyone. I'm not like the fucking... I'm not the pride police here. I'm not PC parade, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not... I don't have any authority over whether you do one or not. I'm just saying the reason why... It sort of pisses me and other people off, but I don't know why. Honestly, have it. I kind of want them to have a few straight parades, and I just want to see what happens at them. As long as we can come along, or as long as we're allowed to come along, because you're allowed to come along to the LGBT prides, straight people are allowed to come along to LGBT prides, and, you know, this is a very long video. I'm going to have to edit all of this down. Okay, I'm going to go now. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a really nice, I really like this way of doing videos, just having it up on the screen here. And I know it doesn't often zoom in and you may have to squint at it, but, you know. Anyways, so thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, click that notification in the description down below, because I will be having a big project, my transition timeline out from literal birth to 1 year on testosterone, out soon, so you can see my life changes and what's happened in my life. So definitely click that notification bell and keep your eye out on the channel. And also all my social media links are in the description down below. So I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye. Oh no. Oh, I can just tell what the comment section of this video are gonna be like. I don't want it.